I've gone back and forth about telling this story for a long time, not because I forgot it, but because saying it out loud makes it feel real again. This happened when I was a sophomore at a private school in the Northeast. I won't say which one. I was, and still am, in Kappa. I'm an English major, and back then I took school very seriously. My GPA mattered. Law school was the goal. That detail matters more than I realized at the time. Last fall semester, I enrolled in an upper-level course on English Romanticism, small class, maybe 25 students total, mostly juniors and seniors who needed the credit to graduate. The professor lectured, but the real work happened in discussion sections, run by the TA. His name was Roar. Yes, that was actually his name. I never figured out if it was a first name or a last name. No one asked. He was in his late 20s, tall, kind of awkward, like someone who had once been in a band that never went anywhere. He dressed like he wanted to look interesting but didn't quite pull it off. The discussions were painful. Long silences. People staring at the table waiting for Roar to talk. He hated that. You could feel his discomfort. When no one spoke, he'd start cold calling, sometimes mocking students when they stumbled through answers. There was one guy who never let the room die. Luke. Tall. Brown hair. Confident without being obnoxious. He made jokes at the perfect moment. Not enough to derail the class, just enough to break the tension. And he actually did the reading. When he spoke, you listened. I remember thinking he was smart, a little goofy, harmless. Because participation counted toward our grade, I started speaking up too. Before long, it was usually me, Luke, and maybe two other students carrying the entire discussion. Roar seemed to notice. He nodded when I talked. Built on my comments. Held eye contact a little too long. My first essay was on ambiguity in Wordsworth's Tintern Abbey. Nothing revolutionary, but I was proud of it. When I got it back, the margins were filled long comments. Praise. Agreement. It felt good. Validating. That's when things changed. Roar started calling on me constantly, asking follow-up questions meant only for me, watching me while other students spoke. He began asking personal questions after class, nothing explicit, just enough to feel off. I told myself I was imagining it. Around that same time, Luke and I started seeing each other outside class. Our sorority and his frat overlapped constantly. Parties, mixers, study nights. Eventually, he asked me to dinner. One day it became a few. A few became sleeping together. It felt normal. Safe. One afternoon after class, I saw Luke standing behind the lecture hall with Roland. Smoking together. Laughing. It felt strange. Luke told me later he was just trying to stay on Roar's good side. I laughed it off. I wish I hadn't. One night while Luke was asleep, his phone lit up beside him. I don't know what made me look. Curiosity, maybe. Or instinct. I opened it. There were photos of me. Some I recognized. Others I didn't. Different angles. Different lighting. Moments I didn't remember being photographed. I felt sick. I didn't confront him right away. A week later, I checked again. This time I found messages. My photos being sent to an unsaved number. I took pictures of everything. When I confronted Luke, he lied. Badly. I left. The number belonged to Roar. The police got involved. Luke admitted Roar had been paying him for photos. Luke was expelled. Roar was fired. That was it. No charges. No jail. Just no jail. Just gone. That was over a year ago. I'm a senior now. But lately, there's been a silver sedan parked outside my sorority late at night. Always in the same spot. I never see anyone get in or out. It's usually gone by morning. Maybe I'm paranoid. But sometimes when I walk home, I feel like someone already knows where I'm going. If anything else happens, I'll update.